my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Said I'm getting thick, so I put it on display.
Coach, the tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
18.
They go play action with Trubisky. And incomplete to open things up. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Trubisky will throw. Looking deep for Gabriel. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 14th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 33-yard line.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Get up. 58. Come on.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 44-yard line.
That's good for a Packers first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
With 18. Double dog. That's the way. Teammate. Switch gears. He's checking. Crash. Check 24. Check 24. Sponge.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers, and he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 33.
That's another
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On 2nd down, it's Jones, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Check safety, check safety. Joker, joker. Easy. You got tight.
The 3rd year back from BYU, Jamal Williams with a carry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and
There we go.
9.
Nice play, baby.
The Bears 19-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You got 58. Back. 25. Check 25.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
You ain't got nothing. Check 4, check 4. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Hey, flex. Zoom. 94 is the mark. There we go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught. Jones. Give him a gain of 4. Able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
So when you saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So converting that 3rd down, keeping the play, not the play, the drive going.
Yeah, it certainly appeared like his downfield targets were covered. He threw the little dump off to his back, and nice effort picking up the first down, though. And you're right. That opening drive, keep those chains moving.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 12-yard line.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Rodgers now to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
13, fellas, 13. Hey, wahoo! Tight left. It's our time. 31's the mic.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Buster Screen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Allen, the intended receiver.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0.
This is intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
That's good for the Packers.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. Touchdown, Chicago! Taylor Gabriel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Bears push further out in front. And he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's Williams on the catch.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
I'm going back to you.
Now it's Rodgers. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Aaron Lynch, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long.
Tight right. Even. 4 down.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And his throw intercepted by the all-pro corner Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
14 yards in a Chicago first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
The tackle made there by Kyler Fackrell. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd and 9. Trubisky, he'll find Miller. That's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's first and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. First down, a run with Cohen. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and goal.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Shoot! He's crazy.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, 3rd and goal. Now it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down. Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. To throw, it's Rodgers. to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Rodgers. And that is intercepted by the all-pro safety, Eddie Jackson. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they're going to measure revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here's Trubisky, and that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told.
And now here is another interception. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
On 2nd and 10, Trubisky. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the shotgun is Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. The kick by Pinheiro is good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
58. Mike 58 right there. I know he ain't got it.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Buster Screen. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Let's get it.
Again, it's Cohen. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, ball. Hey, Delta. Check, boy. Lock in. Go.
Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And Robinson with a big catch. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as the Bears push further out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
We are going. Check the backer. Under 10. Go back. 49. Check 49. Hey, check 49.
Again, it's Jones. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
319. All right, 26. 319.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Check your hot read. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Begin.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen.
Kill.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Check hot route. Hot. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Red. Check 3.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. He's got Burton here. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Blake Martinez, the NFC's leading tackler a year ago, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 47-yard line.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Trubisky. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Check back. Watch twist.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Quickly down.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers. Jones has it. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Packers on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 3. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions. because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. They try again with Cohen. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
180! Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Motion, motion, motion. Mike, 28. Mike, 28. Hey, let's get this, get this. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash. Lock in, lock in. 24, check 24.
On first down, Patterson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound.
Touchdown, Chicago! Cordero Patterson with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more?
Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20. 10, and he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 76 yards. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Extra point up and good by Crosby as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I we enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
The Bears on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
They'll run on first down. It's Patterson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Patterson on the carry, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
18.
A shotgun handoff to Patterson. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turned into a nice play.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Kill. Check 30. Check. Deuce.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
They'll run it with Jones. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bears, the final 2 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with a win. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.